All right, Leo. Listen, we're doing the read like this today because my eyes are like really glassy and red from the allergies, okay? You guys have a leap of faith card, okay? A leap of faith. Archangel Metatron. I could be talking to a masculine. I feel like I might be talking to a masculine. If not, you're a feminine that really carries themselves as like very masculine, okay? Believe in yourself, listen to your heart, do what gives you joy, okay? um with the solutions and decisions card after the leap of faith, y'all are taking a leap of faith to make some changes within this month, Leo, okay? Success that comes from objective compromise, self-control, and patience, forgiving and healing energy with the solutions card, okay? So like I said, you could be going through somebody's going through a detox, or maybe you're making a lifestyle change. Somebody's making a big lifestyle change because you're noticing that, for example, this doesn't need to be your story, okay? But we're going to put just an example, okay? You could be detoxing from anything. It could be phone, it could be a way of living, a certain lifestyle, maybe you're materialistic, yada yada. Maybe you need to stop overspending, something like that. But somebody is choosing to detox, okay? But for example, it could be that you maybe, for example, drink a lot. Maybe you like to go out and party. And those, with you drinking and going out and partying, is making you fight with people, or maybe it's gotten you in fights in the past, and it's really disconnecting you from people that you used to be connected from, and you're starting not to like yourself with how you've treated other people. That's just an example, but I feel like that might be somebody's story here. You're choosing also to do some healing and self-reflection. If it's not you, it could definitely be other people that are around you, Leo, but this seems to be you. This is your message, okay? You're also choosing to forgive yourself, okay? And also others. A lot of it has to do with forgiving others with how they treated you, how you treated them. It's a whole lot of like healing that's going on here because you know that you have to make some type of change here. Release yourself from what that which holds you back. And need a detox, unnecessary worry based on a lack of self-confidence. Y'all could be having some self-confidence issues, but honestly, Leo, I feel like it could just be that you're taking the necessary steps to make some changes within your life, and it is going to be uncomfortable. Like, let's say, for example, you're going through a dark night of the soul, because somebody could be going through a dark night of the soul. A dark night of the soul requires for you to purge and release and surrender. And that's going to have you feeling very, like, it's going to have you feeling very confused and conflicted about oneself. And it's going to have you looking at yourself completely different than how you did before. You're also going to feel emotions that you had not felt in a while. And you could be depressed, you could be angry. A lot of it has to do with yourself, though, okay? But just know that it's only temporary. Just be aware of the feelings that you're feeling and the emotions and why you're going through the things that you're going through, because as long as you have a clear understanding, that's how most people are able to go through a dark night of the soul successfully. And I'll let you know this now, that not everyone is successful for going through a dark night of the soul. Some people bend and they break, okay? All right, let's get some letters. It could be just significant, whether that's you or somebody that's around you. It could just be something that in regards to this read. But if it does not resonate with the letters, don't take it, okay? We have a bunch of letters here. Okay, we have two T's, okay? Somebody's spirit animal might be a tiger, but I see that you possibly just love tigers, okay? But the number T, the letter T, I said the number. The letter T could be significant. Also J, okay? V, somebody's name could be Valerie, okay? A van could be significant. H, H could be significant, but you know what? You are a Leo. You guys rolled a heart, so that's possibly why it could be coming out as well. Something with your heart chakra. We have ice. Ice block. I'm seeing ice, um icebreaker, ice block, something like that, but the letter I could be significant here. One more. P. Somebody could be born in the year of the pig for the Chinese zodiac sign. Somebody's name could be Paul. All right, Dante, D. All right, a dog could be significant. Maybe you love dogs or have a dog. Leo. Somebody's doing a lot of reflecting. It's kind of like you're sick of yourself. This could be you or it could be somebody else though, but somebody's really sick of themselves, okay? Let me get an angel number for my Leos for this message. You guys have 555. That's change. Y'all are making a change this month. Okay? You guys are. People might not like this change because I feel like, Leo, I'm going to be honest with you, they might feel like it's fake or you're putting on this front. I'm hearing somebody say that, oh, look at him or her. Look at him or her. Now they want to change, but you know what? At least you're making the required steps to actually do something. How about that? Okay, how about that for my Leos? All right, change happens outside your comfort zone. So, yeah, you could be feeling uncomfortable. The time for change is now. The angels are whispering for you to trust your path and to learn how to walk it. Take the next step, allow change to lift you up and guide you forward. There's something about you trusting your life path. Trusting your life path. Okay, because your angels are trying to put you in alignment for something that's greater than where you are right now. And that does require for you to change, Leo. Okay? It does. It requires a lot of change. But as long as you know that you have to change, then that's where you start, right? That's where you start. Who cares what anybody has to say? You could be having some weird people saying, oh, look at Leo. Yeah, look at Leo. At least they're trying to change and making the efforts. Because I do see here, like, you're making certain efforts. You could be talking to, I don't know, somebody has like an auntie or uncle or a grandmother that they talk to and getting advice from in regards to this change. Or you have like a brother, somebody that you consider a brother, where they could be helping you in some way to find certain like thing, like they're going to be honest with you, whoever this person is, okay? But I see that they're going to be very upfront with you too. But Leo, try not to like, because I know y'all can have smart ass mouths. Y'all got to learn how to listen. Somebody, not saying all Leos, but some of you need to learn how to listen to the people that are giving you advice, even if they piss you off. Have this. If I feel like this month requires for you to have listening ears when it comes to the people that you feel that you have to say sorry to, or listen to. Okay, I don't know why that's relevant. Something requires listening ears for my Leos. Ascending. Listen, it was in the reverse though. I highly believe that it's in the reverse, Leo, because you're going through an ascension. Somebody's trying to go like, okay, somebody's trying to like not go through this push forward movement. You're supposed to be ascending right now, spiritually, okay? Learning, transcending, preparing for union, new phase. Okay, there's a cycle here that's done and over with the toxic Leo or something with the Leo where it's like a certain lifestyle that needs to close out in order for you to have some type of an ascension. Okay? And it's in the reverse because somebody doesn't, it's like, I don't know, somebody's having an ego clash with the ego battle. I'm going to call it an ego battle because the ego came out. That could be your shadow. Arrogance, having too much pride, being stubborn, holding back. Is like with the ego card coming out. Leo, I'm not even about to lie. This is you. Whoever I'm talking to is fighting off their own spiritual awakening and ascension. Okay? This is not anybody else. I feel like it could be somebody else. Maybe you do have somebody that's in your energy that is hindering you. Maybe that could be a thing. Maybe you're feeling hindered at this time. But from the topic that we're talking about, I'm talking about a Leo that could be going through a really big ascension right now. But it's like they're fighting themselves in some way. It's like you're shadow boxing your own shadow. Oh, God. Something here. Listen, I feel like there's a lifestyle that you have been living in Leo that is very toxic. And you know, me and you both know that it's toxic. Somebody could like Scullies, okay? I don't know why that's resonating. They could also have a lot of tattoos in some way. Unhealthy poison, delusions, nasty behavior is like you could be around a few people this month, or maybe you were in the past, which is making you have some type of realization, okay? And it's like you're being reflected back. Somebody's being projected back their own nasty behaviors, okay? Whether that's you or somebody else, okay? Is being projected back their own nasty behaviors and what they've been dishing out to the world. Actually, I don't want to use this deck. Let me use this other deck. Hold on, guys. Ooh. Jeez. Somebody could be kicking themselves in the head. Not literally. Okay? Not literally. It's like, you could have been further down the line if you did not hold yourself back. Okay? Leo, I feel like I picked up on a message like this before in the past, where it was like somebody was going through some type of ego death. I feel like I'm always picking up on some type of energy, guys, with Leo, where somebody's trying to, on and off, shadow boxing their shadow. What's this toxic for Leo? What's this toxic? We're going to just jump to that because I already know what the other ascending and ego card is. What's this toxic? What's this toxic for Leo? Somebody's really full of themselves. And like I said, people could be projecting how you've been treating them now onto you, and it's not a good... I know there's a Leo here that's really fucking frustrated because now you're starting to see the errors here. Toxic. You got the Queen of Swords in the reverse, the Hierophant, the Seven of Cups, the Fool in the reverse. Yeah, somebody does not want to change. This could also be somebody that you know, okay? Let's just put it at that. It could be somebody that you know. Somebody's very, like, I don't know, cold-hearted. Very nasty, okay? Five of Swords. The Strength. The Hangman. It's almost like with the Hierophant, somebody uses like religious aspects to showcase something that they don't really walk every day. Now, this could be somebody that you were once connected to. Okay, I'm not even about to lie. This could be not even you, Leo. This could be somebody that you know that has to change. If it is somebody that you know, this person could be an air sign or a water sign. Whoever this is, whether this be you or somebody that you know, Leo, with some type of ego death here and dark night of the soul, where somebody is really rejecting, ascending, and changing, even though at this point I feel like this can't, this with this ascension, it's like being forced in some way. And it could be opening up old wounds as somebody is healing, with the Five of Swords being in the reverse. You're going to go over a lot of things from your childhood, okay? Feeling a lot of feelings like, oh, well, where did this all start? Because a lot of our feelings really stem from our childhood and the reasons why we react the way that we do, okay? So, like, for example, if we get angry fast, we got to go all the way back to childhood with our first understand, like our first remembrance of who pissed us off and made us lash out, and who did that to trigger it. Okay, that could be like an example, but that could be a great start for somebody that does have like a shadow that's anger. Okay, we have to go back to like the first time of our remembrance, and a lot of times with our remembrance it could be from our childhood. Somebody is opening up old wounds, or you could be opening up a can of like old wounds here, where it's going to be very uncomfortable for healing. Okay, but I feel like whoever is like going through like this healing phase, okay, and this ascension, and I'm going to call it a dark night of the soul, with the strength card being in the reverse, which is you coming out in your own read, Leo, I feel like it's making you more powerful, which it does. Okay, when we do some shadow work, okay, in a way, it's making you more powerful, and you're gaining like a lot of clarity and insight and strength with moving forward while being uncomfortable. Okay, you might not have all the answers, or whoever this is, it could be somebody else, may not have all the answers, but they're going through it, they're pushing through it in some way. It may require for you to do a self-sacrifice because you listen, it's like you kind of have to, you gotta, it's like you have to, it has to be like a from a perspective where it's like understanding who you are, what changed, okay? It's gonna have, with the self-sacrifice, it's, you're gonna have to sacrifice time and effort with some things that you're trying to heal, okay? I feel like the Seven of Pentacles could be coming out in the reverse because may have felt in the past when you did try to change, or somebody in the, maybe this is somebody else's story, did try to change, that it was like it was for no reason. But you may have not done enough healing, Leo. Shadow work is somebody once told me that shadow work is never ending. Okay? So I'm going to pass that on to you. That shadow work is never ending. The world being in the reverse. Listen. It's like I said, somebody is refusing to go through some type of transformation. You're going to have help, though, with the Three of Cups being at the bottom of the deck. You're going to have help. You're going to be successful as long as you stay committed. And you might have to reach out to friends. You could have friends or people that you care about that's going to give you tips or guidance while you're going through some type of change. Okay? You're going to be building friendships with people that went through the same thing, that's able to give you certain tips of how you can get through this. If it's not you, Leo, it could be somebody else. Your message was pretty straightforward. We're going to do just a few more messages, guys. And that's it. Okay? For my Leos, let me just get a few more messages from. Well, I'm going to do Oracle cards, guys, for the rest of your message. Go your own way. Some of y'all might be moving or choosing to travel. Travel could be on your mind. But I feel like with with this compass card, it's like you're looking at a map, you're looking at a compass. You don't know which way to go. This way, that way, this way. It's kind of like somebody is at a crossroads. Like I said, there is somebody that is not trying to go through all the way with some type of healing. It's kind of like you might be feeling conflicted. Choose the way that you are meant to go towards, but it requires for you to finish whatever you're doing with some type of detox here, healing stage. You could be taking a drive. It could be a long drive too. Okay? New York could be significant. Some type of city. All right? But it requires for you to go your own way. Even though you could be getting advice from others, do what makes you happy. Listen to your own inner voice and not anybody else's. Because Leo, I'm just going to be honest with some of yous. And if this is no like offense towards all my Leos. I love Leos. But y'all have a tendency of not like, okay, so y'all have a tendency of listening to other people's advice instead of your own. Like you guys like to have a lot of opinions before actually doing something. It's okay to get opinions, but it's like you guys follow those opinions of others instead of using your own inner guidance in some way. I'm saying that just for a few of Leos, not as a whole, so please don't take it, bad. But the Leos that I do know usually don't listen to their inner guidance. It's always opinions after opinions of others. You have to use your own discernment and your own inner voice for some type of an ascension. Everything is temporary, so y'all could be feeling depressed or confused right now, like I said. But everything is only temporary. Your feelings that you're feeling is only temporary, okay? A dark night of the soul is not easy, or ascension is not easy. You guys, with the grind card, you guys could be working a lot, but with it being in the reverse, it's like you don't want to get out of bed every day. Okay? You might have to take some more spiritual showers or baths, Leo, to get some motivational, like to get motivation. Okay? I would maybe suggest taking a shower at nighttime when you get home from work, and like to wind down, put some candles on, put some like light music on, try to meditate. Okay, a shower meditation, let me tell you, is the best meditation state ever. Y'all gotta find some ways to wind down, enjoy the ride, and most importantly, enjoy the ride for this month. Okay, don't be down in the dirt just because you feel uneasy. Okay, because a lot of that is projections. You got, like I said, didn't I say this earlier, Leo, that y'all have people that's trying to project their own nasty insecurities on you. And even though you could have been the one that was projecting to other people, it's not your turn no more to be doing this. You're done. There's a Leo here that's actually looking at their own projections that they've done on people. You're taking a look at yourself, you're sitting down, okay? And if it's not you, it's somebody else that you know. You're no longer going to be projecting or accepting other people's projections, because you might be feeling some heavy energy around you, Leo, okay? It's yours, just FYI, it's yours. And it's also people that's trying to project their own insecurities onto you and trying to make you a scapegoat or make you the villain in some way. But listen, If you've been a toxic Leo, everybody's been a toxic person. If you haven't been a toxic person before, then you're truly not learning. You're truly not growing. What the fuck are you even doing in this world? But there's a Leo here that's starting to know. And if it's not you, like I said, it's somebody else that you know. That's it, guys, because your message was pretty straightforward, okay? Spirit doesn't even want me to even say nothing else. You have to have faith, though, when it comes to having some type of outcome, okay? Wishing, praying, and hope. Pray. If you are religious in some way, Spirit wants you to pray more, okay? Make a time for yourself during the day to pray. Have an alarm. If you keep forgetting, have an alarm on your phone. There's something here with prayer that's going to help you, Leo, get through something that you need to get through. Peace out, guys.